And President Trump showed no signs of backing down on his promise to build a border wall at a rally in Richfield, Ohio today.
Drugs are flowing across borders. We need walls. We started building our wall. I'm so proud of it. We've already started. You saw the pictures yesterday. I said, what a thing of beauty. And on September 28th, we go further, and we're getting that sucker built. And you think that's easy? People said, oh, has he given up on the wall? No, I never give up.
There are even reports that the president is considering having the military pay for the wall through the military budget. Joining me now for reaction is Lieutenant Colonel Michael Waltz. Colonel Waltz, this is a wild situation. Now, the president said that today, that construction is already underway. I think it was the Washington Post, might have been the New York Times, tonight said that's just not true. Nothing's underway. So I don't know what he's talking about. Meanwhile, the American people are wondering, what's going on with national security, with the humanitarian problem, with the economic problem, the strain on our budgets? You see what's going on in California, the homelessness. Why can't we enforce our border? Is there no will to do it? I think the president has a will, but Congress doesn't seem to.
Well, Laura, first, the president is absolutely right. Border security is a national security issue. Look, a pipeline that can move immigrants and can move drugs can also move WMD, can move terrorists, and can move weapons. And we know that Hezbollah is all over South Central America, is working with Mexican drug gangs. Hezbollah operative was convicted in 2011 for working with the Mexican drug gang, the Zetas, in order to smuggle explosives in and assassinate the Saudi ambassador in Washington, D.C. So he's absolutely right substantively. And in fact, the Department of the Defense and military, both National Guard and active duty, are supporting ICE, are supporting CBP, and are supporting law enforcement all up and down our border. The issue here is paying for it. And in order to reprogram funds, you have to go back to Congress. You can move relatively small amounts, but in order to move billions, like what is estimated to build the wall, then you're going to have to go back to Congress, and it's unclear there whether he'll have the support. It should have been negotiated in the current bill. Yeah,
I mean, it's so infuriating on like multiple levels that was not an absolute must in the omnibus. But we know, Colonel, that Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, and many others in leadership and other kind of mainstream Republicans, they didn't want a wall. They didn't want a wall. They're happy with sensors or drones and fences fixed here and there. They do not want a wall. They don't like the imagery of the wall. They think it makes us look like East Germany. They don't want it. They never wanted it. Trump ran on it and won in part on that wall, in large part on that wall. And I think come hell or high water, he's got to make sure that thing's built for his own political future and for the country's safety, more importantly.
Well, Laura, there is this interesting question of, can he declare this a national emergency of what's going on our border? And, much like what happens in a hurricane or another natural disaster or riots, and federalize troops, federalize the National Guard, and use them in this case. But again, what happens in those cases is there's a quick conversation with Congress, and the president moves forward under his executive authority, and then they appropriate it later. So, there is a lot of discussion of whether he can just declare this a national emergency and do it. But again, you've got that
you think they're going to tie him up in the courts?
And you've got this appropriation. You've got this appropriation issue.
They're going to sue him. Right. They're going to try to sue the administration, a preliminary injunction, get injunctive relief, stop him from doing that. It's going to get all tied up. They're going to forum shop.
At the end of the day, he's absolutely right, but it should have been negotiated in the bill. Congress has the power of the purse.
And Mattis, I can't imagine Mattis is wild about this. They talked about it, apparently. The spokesman confirmed that it was discussed. I think they're running it past the general counsel. I think that's window dressing to kind of placate the president. Mattis doesn't want a wall. I think Donald Trump is one of the few people left in the entire administration who really wants a wall. And his instinct about this stuff is always right. He has the best political instinct on most of the substance. Congress still hasn't caught up to him. So,
Lieutenant, and be clear, DOD can go back and reprogram these funds. He can tell General Mattis, you're going to do it, you're going to go back, and then they can refight this in Congress to reprogram those funds. They absolutely can do that. But,
Colonel,
but there's a notion that he won't have to go back to the Congress, and to my knowledge, you have to.
Yeah, Colonel Waltz, the thing about this is that Congress has basically said they're not going to do anything for the rest of the year until, I guess, the next budget fight comes around in the fall. So they're really not going to do anything. So they're going to go on vacation for 2 weeks and do a little naming some libraries. They're not going to do much. So why not take that? I mean, take the substantive fight to Congress, make them defend the fact that they want to leave our southern border open. I think that's a great fight for Trump to take, and I think his instinct is great. We'll close it out.
And he absolutely can do that. He can order DOD to do it. He can order DHS to do it under his executive authority. Again, I want to emphasize the military is already out there supporting this effort and doing a fantastic job, but you just can't. You can't decide you want less planes and more ships and just move funds, but stick it back on Congress and make them do their job.
All right. Thank you so much.